Ukraine's defense industry has reached a new era of self-reliance and innovation, achieving what many would have thought impossible just a few years ago. In the midst of an ongoing full-scale war, Ukrainian engineers and manufacturers have managed to organize mass production of the country's own 155mm Bohdana Howitzers, delivering up to 40 systems every single month. This remarkable accomplishment, announced by President Volodymyr Zelensky during the Defense Industries Forum DFNC Superscript 3, highlights not only Ukraine's growing industrial capacity but also the determination of an embattled nation to arm itself with homegrown precision weaponry that meets NATO standards. The Bohdana project began years before the current war, but its true potential emerged only after 2022, when Ukraine's need for long-range precision artillery became urgent. What makes the Bohdana unique is not merely its firepower, but the fact that it represents the first fully Ukrainian-designed NATO-caliber artillery system. Capable of firing standard 155mm shells used by Western armies, the system bridges the technological gap between Soviet-era designs and modern Western weaponry. It is both a symbol of adaptation and a practical tool of resistance, one that has proven itself time and again on the front lines. During his speech at the Defense Forum, President Zelensky emphasized the speed and quality of the Bohdana's production. He stated that the country had managed to establish serial manufacturing of its artillery at record pace, while maintaining strict quality standards. The figure of 40 systems per month is not only impressive in scale but also in strategic value. It demonstrates that Ukraine's industrial sector has shifted from survival mode to proactive wartime innovation, capable of mass-producing sophisticated equipment that directly supports military operations. The president also expressed gratitude to domestic manufacturers for achieving such output despite constant threats from missile attacks and logistical challenges. The Bohdana's design combines technological simplicity with battlefield effectiveness. The system comes in both self-propelled and towed variants, making it adaptable for various combat conditions. The self-propelled version is mounted on heavy-duty wheeled chassis that provide excellent mobility and rapid deployment capabilities, allowing artillery units to fire and relocate before being detected by enemy counter-battery radars. This shoot-and-scoot capability is critical in modern warfare, especially against an adversary that uses advanced surveillance drones and electronic reconnaissance. The towed version, while more economical, offers flexibility for defensive operations and easier maintenance in field conditions. Reports from Ukrainian and international defense analysts suggest that the production of Bohdana systems has already reached impressive cumulative numbers. According to journalist Mariusz Marszałkowski of Defense 24, Ukrainian factories have built approximately 345 wheeled variants and around 100 towed versions, with the total number continuing to grow rapidly. These figures illustrate not only the expansion of Ukraine's industrial base but also the country's ability to sustain high-intensity combat operations through domestic production. The growth of the Bohdana fleet marks an important transition point in Ukraine's strategy, from relying on foreign-supplied weapons to becoming a country capable of arming itself independently. This industrial progress is more than a technical success, it represents a strategic transformation. Since the start of the Russian invasion, Ukraine has faced significant uncertainty in foreign military supplies. While Western partners have provided critical assistance, including artillery, ammunition, and air defense systems, the flow of such support has often depended on political debates and logistical hurdles. By developing the capacity to produce advanced artillery systems like the Bohdana domestically, Ukraine gains a crucial element of strategic autonomy. It can now maintain a stable supply of modern artillery for its forces regardless of external fluctuations, ensuring that battlefield operations are not hindered by delays or shortages. Another important aspect of the Bohdana program lies in its technological evolution. Ukrainian engineers are continuously working on improving the system's performance by experimenting with new chassis types and foreign platforms. The goal is to increase mobility, improve protection for the crew, and enhance integration with NATO logistical frameworks. For instance, Future variants may be mounted on Western-made vehicles to simplify maintenance and spare parts supply, allowing for seamless cooperation with Allied armies. These modifications are also aimed at strengthening interoperability, ensuring that Bohdana units can operate effectively alongside Western systems during joint operations or multinational exercises. On the battlefield, the Bohdana has already proven its effectiveness in multiple operations. It has been credited with striking key enemy command posts, ammunition depots, and logistics hubs deep behind the front lines. Its range and precision give Ukrainian artillery units the ability to conduct counter-battery fire and disrupt Russian supply routes, often from distances beyond the reach of older Soviet-designed guns. Soldiers operating the Bohdana have praised its accuracy and reliability, noting that its digital fire control system and NATO-standard ammunition provide significant tactical advantages. The gun's successful use in real combat has also boosted morale among Ukrainian troops, who now see tangible results from their country's industrial progress. Producing 40 howitzers per month during wartime is no small feat. Ukrainian defense plants operate under constant risk of attack, and supply chains are frequently disrupted by missile strikes on critical infrastructure. Nevertheless, the defense industry continues to function, adapting production processes, relocating facilities, and using decentralized manufacturing networks to maintain steady output. Engineers and workers often labor around the clock, driven by a shared understanding that every completed howitzer directly contributes to the nation's defense. This spirit of resilience, combined with technological innovation, has become one of the hallmarks of Ukraine's wartime economy. The Bohdana's success story also reflects a broader shift in the global defense landscape. Ukraine's rapid progress demonstrates how a nation under extreme pressure can accelerate technological and industrial transformation. Western defense experts view the Ukrainian example as a case study in adaptive manufacturing and wartime logistics. By combining local engineering talent with lessons learned from battlefield experience, Ukraine has managed to create a product that competes with, and in some aspects surpasses, similar systems used by established NATO members. It shows that innovation can thrive even in the most adverse conditions, especially when survival depends on it. The continued development of the Bohdana system is expected to influence the future of Ukraine's defense exports as well. Once the war ends, the country could become a competitive supplier of cost-effective, battle-tested artillery systems to international markets. Such prospects could strengthen Ukraine's position within the global defense industry and bring valuable revenue for post-war reconstruction. Moreover, the experience gained through this production campaign will likely serve as a foundation for the development of other advanced weapon systems, including self-propelled guns, armored vehicles, and missile platforms. Ultimately, the story of the Bohdana is about more than just a weapon. It's about industrial rebirth, national determination, and technological independence. In the face of adversity, Ukraine has managed to transform its defense industry into a powerful engine of resilience and innovation. Producing 40 advanced howitzers each month not only boosts Ukraine's firepower on the battlefield but also sends a clear message: the country is capable of standing on its own, building the tools it needs to defend its freedom. The Bohdana has become both a symbol and a reality of Ukraine's will to endure, fight, and ultimately prevail.